Kane is in the building.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Galen Center, home of the USC Trojans for tonight's. And right next to me, a guest, Lamar Odom, here at the game between Chino Hills and Mater Dei. Earlier, Sierra Canyon, the number one seed in this division, lost to Bishop Montgomery, setting up themselves into the championship game, while Chino Hills, big four for them, the Ball brothers, LaMelo Ball, LiAngelo Ball, as well as Onyeka Okongwu and Eli Scott are the four players to look forward to. As far as Mater Dei goes, Bol in the middle has been playing very well down the stretch, enough to get them through into the semifinals here in this division. Spencer Friedman, their point guard, will be leading the charge for the Monarchs. If Chino Hills wants to get to the Honda Center, they're going to have to get past Mater Dei and the tradition that they bring to the CIF playoffs. We'll bring you highlights, interviews, right after the game.
Teams very familiar with each other. Bol right here did not face Chino Hills earlier in the season. Spencer Friedman on the break, dishes to Justice Suing. He puts it in. Then LaMelo Ball wouldn't disappoint his fans. A long three on the other end. Last year was the poorest Mater Dei defense, but this year was the opposite. Suing on the other end right here down the lane. Then Bol with the highlight play off the pass from Friedman. Two hands at home. Friedman had 9 assists on the night, also added 17 points. This three right here, but he has to come right back because guess what? LaMelo's going to pull up right from at the top of the key and puts it in once again. He hit early but wasn't on later, and they trailed by 1 point at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter off the miss. Bol, two hands at home. Kind of game we're used to seeing from Chino Hills. LiAngelo started slow, but hits this shot on the way to 26 points in the night. And once again, Melo, outside shooting, staying away from Bol, and you see why on this play, where he comes away from it. On that steal, then there weren't many plays like this. A few misses from Chino Hills, and notice Bol getting pushed underneath the basket down low. They dominated the paint right there. On the break, it's a Fury. He's going to take it down, converting. He had 14 points in the night. He would hit some big shots later on in the fourth quarter. Michael Wang would hit this inside shot. As you can see, the defense kind of slacking off of him. Monarchs went right at the Huskies D, or what was left of it. Then just before the half, Melo makes this three. They took a 38-34 lead, well below their scoring average of 50 points a game. LiAngelo Ball's going to get rejected by that 7-2 guy. And the hustle of Friedman to Harrison Butler all the way on the other side, reverse lay-in. Melo on the break, looking to Scott, to Melo. He hits this one, but it was only 8 for 28 from distance. Meanwhile, Suing and others were making lands. Friedman going baseline here with a nice left-handed scoop. Suing, 25 points on the night. Watch him go to the hoop with his left hand. Then Friedman breaking down the D. Huskies penetrating, and it's Bol with a two-hander. 60-55 into the third quarter. Fourth quarter action. Matthew Wayne hitting this one. Then Melo's going to get the ball go the other way. He's going to slip and fall, but watch Ofuri come back, step behind the three-point line. He was 4 out of 6. Where was he? Hot hand down the break. Friedman breaking down the D, but Onyeka's going to come out. He's going to knock it away, but right to Michael Wang, and he hits off the read. Bol with the rebound here to Friedman on the break. And watch him just lay it in with the left hand once again. Starting to close the gap for Mater Dei. Melo with the miss. Bol again with the outlet. It gets it to Friedman. He dishes to Butler. Two-handed right there. Cutting the lead down to 2 points. Then LaMelo with the miss. Bol gets it once again. Goes to Friedman. Inside to Butler. Two-handed slam, and he gets the foul. Ofuri Once again, teams were going back and forth. He gets it from the outside, hits a three, 5:26 left in the game. Then Jello for three as well. Ofure off the rebound, pulls up again, another three for him. It was like a heavyweight fight, just going back and forth with these guys. Then a scary moment for Mater Dei. Friedman's going to go to the hoop. He's going to get tied up. He falls right on his wrist. Gets up slowly, but he does continue. Then we're tied at the end of regulation. Mello with the ball, looking to get the last shot to win the game. Does not go. We go into overtime. In overtime, Mater Dei would score the first 6 points. Friedman inside the bowl. Bull on the outside. Layup. Foul right there on LaMelo. 2 free throws. Then Friedman shooting 2 free throws towards the end of overtime. He makes them both. It's 83-80. Chino Hills is down. Their last chance. 6 seconds left. LiAngelo is going to turn and shoot and does not get it to go. It goes over the top of the basket. Mater Dei runs out the last second off the clock, wins the game, and face Bishop Montgomery in the final next week.
Congratulations on the win tonight. Got that win. It's been a while since you beat Chino Hills. Talk about that game tonight.
Well, you know, we were the last team to beat them in California. 2 years ago we had Pfluger. You know, and last year they humbled us. They just humbled us. They're a very good team, and the style they play is very difficult to go against. But we've had a couple opportunities to play them, you know, and I think that helped. But, you know, it's a pick 'em. With a game like that in overtime, there's 2 good teams. What a night for basketball.
It was. Your man in the middle, Bol, changed the way they had to play the game. Completely took away Onyeka and Eli Scott from the middle and forced them for those outside shots.
Who would have thought a 7-2 guy would disrupt things like that, you know? And he's a great kid. He's got a great future in front of him, and he's still raw.
How was that, Coach? You know, the talk was about Sierra Canyon, Chino Hills going to the final. You and Bishop Montgomery were almost an afterthought with this, and now here you are playing them in the final next week.
Yeah, and then the week after, we're all going to play each other again. So, you know, and I've known Doug a long time. We used to coach youth ball against each other. So, you know, it's another matchup. But you know what? To have an opportunity to play in CF Finals is a great opportunity.
Congratulations. Took a hard fall right at the end of the game. Talk about how hard that game was, how physical that was tonight.
It was very physical. I mean, 2 great teams going at it. It's just a great competitive atmosphere, and everybody wants to win. I mean, there was no one on the court or in the stands that didn't want to see their team win. And it's an incredible environment. I mean, the place was packed, and the physicality was great. It was just a fun game to be a part of.
You know, you guys and Bishop Montgomery weren't talked about to get to the final. Everybody was talking Sierra Canyon and Chino Hills.
Right.
What kind of motivation was that for you guys to win this game tonight?
We knew that, that honestly, we want to win in advance, 1 game at a time, and we know that, like everybody, that you got to win 4 to win the whole thing. And we knew that we were going to take it 1 at a time. We were going to win the first, move on, worry about the second, take care of that, move on, worry about this game, and thankfully we've taken care of it, and now we can move on and focus on Bishop Montgomery now.
Game tonight, not the way you want it to go?
Too many turnovers, pretty much.
How did Bol in the middle at 7-2 change your inside game?
We just kind of, there was a little bit of hesitation. I don't know why, but we should have been a lot more aggressive.
It seemed like Ufure kind of gave you guys a lift. He was hitting a lot of shots inside. Talk about his game tonight.
He did well. To be honest, I wish we would have went to him a little bit more because he was feeling it tonight.
You know, a lot of times, and especially in this situation in the open division, you're automatically in the state playoffs. Is it something now you could work and build on that and say, hey, here's our second chance in the state playoffs to go out and get these guys?
Oh, most definitely. Everything is a learning experience. We just move forward from here and work as a team.
So on a night when everybody thought that Sierra Canyon and Chino Hills would advance to the final, it's Bishop Montgomery upsetting Sierra Canyon. It's Mater Dei defeating Chino Hills here tonight at the Galen Center in overtime. Those 2 teams, Bishop Montgomery and Mater Dei, will meet in the championship game at the Honda Center next Saturday night. There is no consolation game, but however, like Coach McKnight said, Chino Hills and Sierra Canyon will get their chance next week after the final in the state playoffs. From the Galen Center, this is Tom Kiss reporting for the Southern California Newspaper Group.